What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode number 59 of our Cincinnati Reds franchise and MLB The Show 18. I was just waiting to see if anybody was going to show up, but you guys are here. So get her speeding. Ethan Price, King Troy, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in. We got a pretty good stream going to be lined up here for you guys, I feel like. We're going to be doing some things with this Reds stream. We're 42 and 45 right now. And what I'm going to do is get you guys really involved in this second half simulation, because it's gonna get litty. It's gonna get litty here. We got to get this Reds team back going in the right direction, because as you guys can see here, we're 12 games out of first place. The freaking St. Louis Cardinals are 54 and 33. The Cubbies are only 3.5 games back from them. So we got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of freaking work to do. So. Got 7 people in. Connor Chandler, what's up? Hunter, the farmer, what's going on? Josh Austin, WCU Cash, what's up? What's up, peoples? Creamy Reese's peanut butter. I feel like this is going to be nasty. I don't usually watch baseball, but I'll try to get my irrelevant opinion out there. Hey, all opinions are welcome. Sometimes people that are the least educated in something make the most educated guess, right? And it actually turns out. I mean, go ask your girlfriends or your moms to go get a part of the NCAA bracket, the tournaments, right? And look what happens, right? They pick the mascot colors, and then they go on and they win the bracket pool. All right, so we got 9 people in. I think this is a good enough. Oh, there's my dog. Wrigley. My dog's name is Wrigley, guys. We just got him about a month ago. He's like a little... He keeps wanting me to play with him, but I'm like, dude, I'm streaming right now. I'll show you guys some photos of him at some point later on, but little black and white, not a Jack Russell, but he's a little black and white, like Dachshund and Beagle mix. So he's pretty cool. He's pretty good. All right, let me just throw this over there, and we're good. Okay, all right, here we go. If I actually had a webcam, it would make sense. You guys could see him. But if it squeaks, I can't help it. Okay. So let's take a look at this just as a nice little refresher, see what we've got going on with the team. As far as pitching goes, our pitching has not been too great. It's actually been really bad outside of Luis Castillo, right? 3.34. Carlos Carrasco starting to pick it up a little bit, 3.5. Keuchel's been good. Maybe I was misspeaking here, but Ryan Yarbrough, we ended up calling him up, and he has struggled. Amir Garrett has not been very good. Kendall Graveman has been decent. Tyler Mahle is doing okay down in AAA, right? DeSclafani was doing okay. I think it was they were picking it up here near the end of last episode, because when we were simulating the early part of the season, it was really bad. A lot of our guys were like in the 4.3s and the 6s. It wasn't good. So the interesting thing I want to do here in this, though, guys, is I want to demote Ryan Yarbrough. I want to demote him back down to AAA and promote Sal Romano, right? If I don't hit buttons. But look at Sal Romano. Let's look at Big Sal's numbers here. 209, 109, right? 91 strikeouts, 37 walks. I think that's worthy of a call-up, in my opinion. So I think that bringing Sal Romano back up to the big leagues helps his cause here, helps us get a new arm in this rotation, especially with the DL hitting DeSclafani. He's actually out a couple more weeks, 3 to 4 to be exact. And I'll show you guys the injury report in just a second, because we also have another issue here at left field. Taylor Trammell, 22 years old, torn Achilles tendon. He's out 5 to 6 months. So that hurts. That hurts big time. Let's just take a look and see at the comment section here real quick. What's AAA and AA? Sorry for my ignorance. No, you don't know what AAA and AA is. That is the minor league system. This is the major leagues. This would be their minor league system. AAA is the next level down from the majors. AA is the next level down from AAA, and then vice versa, so on and so forth. So with single A. But we can see that Taylor Trammell was actually having a pretty good start to his rookie campaign, right? Hitting 333, 5 home runs, and then that has to happen to him, right? Jesse Winker hitting 262. He actually leads the Reds in RBIs right now with 46. Pollock is holding his own here, 11 home runs, 265. I like the production for being 32 years old. I like what we see there. Scott Schebler has struggled. Scott Schebler has struggled. 229. So he's back to his old type of Scott Schebler type of numbers here, right, that we saw in 2017, but the home runs aren't there either. So we got to figure out where we're going to take this with Scott Schebler. Are we going to just grind it out? Are we going to wait him out and see if that slump gets busted? Or are we going to actually do something to help this Reds team push over 500 and possibly push for a playoff? Because, guys, if we stick with Scott Schebler in this spot, he might not ever break out of this, and then we basically just wasted his spot in the order day in and day out. So we see that Jose Peraza hitting 246, Defoe's at AAA hitting 297, right? Suarez not doing too well himself. A lot of home runs, but not a lot of production with the average. 234. Nick Senzel, same deal, hitting 216. Not good. But look at Ryan Franks, our draft pick from last season. 18 years old, 75 overall, hitting 283, 20 home runs at the AA level. So the interesting thing we might want to consider is if we call this guy up, right? If we call him up for like a bench role, he's got some power. Look at those power numbers, 76 and 70 with 70 vision. Pretty good player in my opinion, right? We might be able to call him up and get him some ABs, especially when we probably can move Senzel to second, right? Get Jeanette off of second base, move him to the outfield, maybe in right field or left field, move Winker over to right, move Jeanette to left, or just put Jeanette out in right field because he's hitting a lot better than what Schebler's doing, right? 263, more home runs, right? So more of a pure hitter than Scott Schebler. These are just some options that we might want to consider, right? Catching, first base, doing fine. I shouldn't go over that though. You guys need to look at that. 269 for Pavin Smith. Votto though 267, so he's starting to really regress, guys. He's at an 82 overall right now. You guys weren't lying. You guys said it in the comment section, you know, in episodes about a month ago. You're like, hey, Votto like falls off a cliff. Once he hits like 36, he falls off a cliff. So we might need to look at that a little bit. But our bullpen hasn't been too great either. Leclerc was 605, Zach Weiss with 4.5, Lorenzen with a 3.7, Brandon Finnegan with a 4.9. Basically, nothing's really worked for us right now. It's basically the offense is not hit for average. We're not even hitting a lot of home runs. It's been pretty bad. And then the pitching has been trying to carry the team, and it just isn't working. So this mesh is just not working. So I'm going to take a look at the comment section, see what you guys are thinking, see what you guys might want to do. There are a couple trades, though, that I was looking at before I started the live stream, and it basically involves getting rid of one of our top second base prospects, right? He's 29, though. He's 29. Diego Palmeiro getting moved to the Washington Nationals. Now, I'll have you guys look at the trading block, but this was up on the trading block, okay? Was Trey Turner. Look at that. Trey freaking Turner. We could get Trey Turner. He can play second, third, center field. We could possibly move A.J. Pollock to right field, right? Or put Winker out in right, put Pollock in left, put Trey Turner in center. Got some speed out there. It's kind of like the Billy Hamilton effect, right? Trey Turner would not be too bad of an option for us. He can play short, can play second, can play a lot of things. He'd be a great, great get. The only thing, though, is for all of this series, I've basically tried to base it off of realism. Keep in mind that we're based 3 years from 2018. So, I mean, could this happen? Could this first thing foreseeably happen? I mean, look at what Trey Turner's got. $3.4 million per year. He's in his final year, right? I don't know if this trade's going to go through because look at our cash flow. It's already in the negative. I don't know if that gets affected. We'll have to see. But if I pull this trigger, I would probably want to throw in another player just to make it even more fair, I guess. Probably like a pitcher, you know, like let's say like Danny Wright, you know, 28 years old. You know, is he going to really make an impact at the major league level? Probably not. This makes me feel a little bit more comfortable, you know, plus we're offloading some more salary, right? Maybe if there's somebody else down here that's got like a lot of money that we got tied up, and there really isn't. Let's just see real quick. Because really, it kind of helps us because we're basically trying to offload a lot of money, and then that really doesn't. I mean, it does a few things. I mean, look at that, 151 down to 132, but that seems like a little bit too much in my opinion. So let me look at the comment sections real quick because I want to see where you guys are at with this, and just as far as some lineup changes as well. So give me just 1 second. Taylor Trammell is going to be a beast in real life. I agree. I totally agree with that. Where's Sheb's hitting the lineup? He's actually hitting, I think, 6th. Because right now against righties, it's going Winker, Pollock, Votto. Shebler's hitting 4th against righties. That's right. Yep. Shebler's hitting 4th against righties. We need more home runs. Trade him. Trade Diego. Get Trey. Don't do it. Trey Turner only gets worse in this game. Dang it. Pull it and send Shebler with them. Hunter the Farmer says, do it. Dalen says, make the trade and dump Votto's contract to someone for value. That's the thing, though, man. If we trade Votto, that means we're mailing it in, right? If the Reds in real life were trading Joey Votto in the midst of a playoff chase, you know. But that's another option too, guys. That might be another option. But we're at a fork in the road, really, about where we want to take this franchise. He's 36 years old, 2 years left on his contract. It's only going to get more expensive, right? It's only going to get more pricey. He's already won a World Series with us, but we're trying to push. We're trying to make that push for another World Series. We're trying to defend our title, right? Turner in center is perfect.